What's up? Uh-huh. How are you?
Ladies and gentlemen, Lucian has just entered the building, and so have the Kings Park Commack Knights, who get ready to take on the Connetquot Sayville Bayport's Blue Point Thunderbirds right here on LI. Sports Network for our special Rivalry Night edition of the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. Michael Andrew here to bring you the action alongside St. Joseph's College alumni, roller hockey god Vinny Matula, bringing you the pictures you see right in front of your very eyes. And these two teams are no strangers to each other one bit. Go back all the way to November 24th, Thanksgiving Eve, when these two teams battled all the way to the very end, to the final second of overtime, where it seemed like Billy Prang was going to get the shot off right before the clock hit 0, but the last save was made by Connetquot Sayville's heroic netminder that night, Matt Hughes, who is on the ice along with Shane Kirby, getting their reps in as Connetquot Sayville Bayport's Blue Point aims to make it 6 in a row. Connetquot Sayville Bayport's Blue Point aims to make it 6 in a row as they come in with a record of 9-5-1. That one and only tie coming from this very team they meet again tonight, Kings Park Commack. Actually, that's Kings Park Commack's record. I had to make a huge correction right there. Kings Park Commack entering this contest 9-5-1 with 19 points under their belts this season, currently sitting in 6th place, while the Connetquot Sayville Bayport's Blue Point Thunderbirds come into this matchup in 5th place with 20 points and a record of 9-4-2. One of those two ties comes courtesy of battling very hard to the ends with the KPC Knights. Both of these teams have a lot of special talent on their side. Stacked offenses represent the Knights. Names you'll hear all night long for Kings Park Commack. Tyler Granelli, Jesse Lenza, both Long Island Rebels travel products. And another Long Island Rebels travel product representing the enemy is Jack Mercado for the Connetquot Sayville Bayport's Blue Point Thunderbirds, as well as his netminder, who we assume will be getting the start tonight due to Matt Hughes playing consecutive games in which he was victorious in those consecutive games won by the Thunderbirds during their 5-game win streak that has spanned for a couple of weeks now. Now they put that dominant accolade on the line tonight. And one thing's for sure, there's one thing that's for sure, is that the temperature on the ice with these players on the ice, the temperature on that playing surface with those players out there is nothing comparable to how we feel up here. I mean, maybe I'm the only one that feels like this, but it is frigid late spring weather. And it feels like an igloo right here at the rinks in Hauppauge, New York. This thing is underway. And And it begins with the Thunderbirds having possession in their zone. Swung across, and this will be led ahead almost by Campanola as he nearly got the feed from Birde. KPC taking aim in the zone as they try to set something up near the goal. Lemza on the hunt, observing, plays this one off the boards back to first. And now you see Granelli getting tied up right there, trying to get a play to happen. Lemza got knocked into the boards. Connetquot Sayville able to advance out of the zone, but it's relinquished back into the hands of the Knights, and Granelli comes back in with speed, dangling almost to the goal. Rebound nearly got a hold of the second chance as he was spinning wide of the net, and another chance for the Knights goes wide. Down low, Granelli stuffs it in front. Lemza couldn't put it home. Rebound, score! The first of the Knights belongs to Kings Park Commack. Minutes into the contest. So persistence pays off for Kings Park Commack as they get on the board first, courtesy of the goal by Ronnie Kemley, grabbing his second goal of the season in his 14th game played this year. Brian Prang trying to dip and dive his way to a goal as this one gets feathered out safely by the Thunderbirds. Kings Park Commack covering up some ground as they try to reset cleanly and go for another goal. However, it's controlled at the moment by Jack Mercado of the Thunderbirds. Swung back in deep as DeLucy handles business for the T-Birds. Bounced around as the Knights take over again. Mercado able to make a cancellation right there as this one gets sent off the wall and goes back in deep for icing. So you met tonight's starter for the Thunderbirds, and it's Shane Kirby. Well, let's find out who got the start in net for the KPC Knights. This chance just skips off a stick and goes into the corner boards. And nets for the Knights. Connor McGrain making his 10th start of the season for the Knights JV squad. Pad save, 2 kick saves to keep it out of harm's way by Kirby. So McGrain is now 10th. So McGrain making his 10th start. He is 5 away from the most starts by a goaltender on this Knights squad as Joseph Schatzer holds the best record in that department with 15 starts in net for the Knights squad this year. And McGrain is looking to make his 10th one, a memorable one, with the Knights sitting comfortably in a playoff position. But they definitely want something better, and that one stayed out unbelievably by Shane Kirby. That one gets pushed aside as the Knights remain in the zone. Thunderbirds trying to cover up some ground and clear it out, and they do send it down for icing, and we'll take a look at this tremendous stop by Shane Kirby. John Bree's decision of starting Kirby in net, although with the score being shown at the moment, is paying some dividends with that fabulous stop. Breakaway chance, possibly flight shower. Denied the other way by Connor McGrain. Rebound, Campanola picked in front. Parked in front was flight shower as he couldn't stuff it home. And now the Knights go back the other way. The momentum deteriorates right there for Kings Park Commack as Connetquot Sayville gets back to the possession. Popped out of the zone and on the stick of Berde. Berde charging in. Berde taking it wide. Berde trying to fend off his man as he drives to the net, but couldn't get a finish on that one. Lemza powers back in the zone. Lemza taking charge to the net. Kick save and a beauty made by Shane Kirby. He now has 2 highlight reel stops in a matter of minutes here in the first period. Just when it seemed like Jesse Lemza was going to get the best of the T-Birds with that beautiful maneuver on heading towards the net, it's Shane Kirby once again prevailing, keeping the Thunderbirds only down by 1. Kirby back in net as Matt Hughes matched his number of started this season as Kirby got the nod over both Hughes and Daniels for his team-leading 7th start in net this season for the Thunderbirds. Chipped on net and just missed fired for the Knights. Granelli again on target, but that just misfired as well. Kemley tosses this one back in the hands of Esposito of the T-Birds. T-Birds nearly popped that one forward as Granelli got muscled off right there. Trying to pinch in there and make a play happen is Prang. Prang got pinched up against the boards and almost got led back out in front as it's taken over again by the T-Birds. Martin pops this one off the glass and it nearly took a weird carom back in front that would have benefited the T-Birds who were rushing in the zone. Another rushing chance for the T-Birds and it's Snyder. Snyder trying to track it down and keep it under his control. That chance by Berde couldn't make it far to the goal as it got blocked in front off of skates provided by one of the Knights. And he heads off to the bench while the T-Birds attempt to reset. Spun around to the other side where Mercado has it under his control. And the Knights are doing their job at taking it away from Mercado, and we'll see if they can capitalize here. And that one couldn't be kept alive at the top by KPC's Richardson. Big collision in the neutral zone between 2 of the combatants as the T-Birds make their way back in. And it almost goes for Connetquot Sayville that time as the sliding stop to cancel that one out was made by McGrain. Drive for the point, deflected off of skates, but it couldn't be found by the T-Birds who were stuck getting tied up in front. Another chance the other way for KPC, and that one nearly got led home right there for the Knights. Siegler trying to cover up some ground as this one gets flipped back in the hands of Gray, who knifes this one back in deep. Offsides warning. Offside signaled by the officials as the T-Birds have to pull back. And it's tossed in deep again by the T-Birds, where the Knights recollect it again. Where the Knights receiving it on the back end. This one gets thrown off the wall. Knights trying to charge ahead, and this one gets intercepted by the T-Birds. Back in with a chance, and the save is made by McGrain, who stops play. Both goaltenders playing with the head on their swivel. As they've made some great stops so far in the early moments of this contest, and if that doesn't raise the temperature of their bodies and nets, I don't know what will. Lemza on the draw. T-Birds trying to take it back, and now Fleischauer will attempt to chase it down back on his stick, and the whistle for an offsides is called. Chipped across, Fleischauer tried to lead it back to Esposito as he throws the hit. Knights offsides. Having trouble busting in there was Silva, and now Lemza comes in to help, but he just wheeled that one wide. Verde couldn't force that one out. Another chance, another save made by Kirby, and we'll see if the T-Birds can exact on his behalf, and they come in strong and almost finished beautifully that time. With that rush led in by Campanola and Fleischauer, the Royals duo. Now a possible 3-on-1 chance developing for the Knights. Kick save! Another beauty by Shane Kirby to deny KPC. One couldn't be forced off the boards and out of the zone. And it's relinquished back in the hands of the Knights, who then do it the same thing by giving it back to the T-Birds as Mercado tries to escape from the clenches of the Knights down low. Prang got shouldered into the boards. This one gets flipped into the right corner. Almost got led back in front, but it got picked off that time by DeLucy. DeLucy feeds it ahead, and he's got Jack Mercado springing in! Misfiring! That had goal written all over it for the young Mercado, who comes into this matchup with 6 goals under his belt. Prang couldn't control that one as this one gets led around the boards. Knights trying to keep it in the zone. And it continues to be played in the corner with a conference brewing now along the glass. And play is stopped as the puck goes out of play. Jack Mercado of the Long Island Royal Rebels. Jack Mercado of the Long Island Rebels exiting the game for a peculiar reason. And we'll find out what that was for. And we'll do our best investigation work. We'll do our best investigative work and try to find out the cause for Jack Mercado exiting this game, or what we should assume will be for a brief amount of time. unless an equipment violation or some type of uniform infraction was called against him. However, no penalty is on the board for the T-Birds. But those are some things that we can ponder on while we await for Mercado's return to play. T-Birds charging in again. Esposito from the top. Save made by McGrain, and play is stopped. Knights going back the other way. Silva able to beat Esposito to the punch. Lemza flips this one on net. The save is made again by Kirby, who holds on for dear life. Lemza. And the quick draw ends. So we'll do it again. Led around the boards. Lemza couldn't get there in time, but he does keep it in the zone, leading it ahead in front, and it almost got finished amazingly between the legs by Jack Salva. Another chance. This goes off the body of Kirby. Hard collision right there in the end boards, right by the side of the goal. As the T-Birds make their way back in the zone, Verde's chance swallowed up in the glove of McGrain. We'll have another draw. It's Campanola on the draw with Verde and DeLucy positioned at the points. Here's Granelli bringing it back in, trying to weave his way past the defense to no avail. This one gets forced out of the zone by the T-Birds, who skate back in with a head full of steam. Ryan Fleischauer denied off the blocker of McGrain, and Fleischauer got tied up along the side of the net with his opponent. Giveaway, Campanola on the intercept. Looked like he was going to stuff it on the stick of Fleischauer. Now he does get it on the stick of Fleischauer. He gives it back to the point. Verde on target. Pad save made by McGrain. This one gets popped along the half wall, and it'll be skated further out of the zone and back in familiar territory by Granelli, but offsides is called. So the Knights do not execute right there. This one gets popped in deep. Back to grab it, Esposito. He wraps this one off the wall, and icing is waved off here by the linesman, and this puts the Knights in a bad position, having to reset from all the way in their back ends. But they come in rather quickly back in the T-Bird zone. Prang trying to work his way to a goal. Prang in some difficulty right there along the wall as Prang moves into a different location to try to get a hold of the possession. Prang met with a check right there. As the T-Birds try to lead this one back the other way. They have the possession with Matt DeCampanola dancing his way in. With Snyder in tow, but they couldn't calculate well right there, but the keep was made. And then Campanola got muscled into by one of the Knights. Grinelli leads this one out of the zone. Here's first, dropping into Grinelli. Grinelli winds, fires just wide of the net. As Prang couldn't get to the possession, and this one skips off a stick heading towards the goal, but Kirby makes yet another stop. Gray trying to fight off the pressure being given to him by Nicholas Sattler. T-Birds trying to swing this one back in familiar territory. Here's Mercado skating this one from defense to offense. Mercado driving in hard, delaying as he got forced wide. Wraparound try on the turnaround fadeaway attempt. Gets denied by McGrain. John Reed. Instilling a last-second strategy here for his team by pulling the goalie. It will not pay off that time. On to the second. Knights up 1-0. Second period underway, and it begins with the Knights rushing into the zone. Jack Salva back to the top. Deflection going wide there in front by the Knights as the T-Birds skate right back in the KPC zone. Campanola tried to dish it onto the stick of Verde to no avail. DeLucy knifes this one back into the Knights zone, but it's played on the stick currently by First. Here's Lemza picking this one up along the wing. Here he comes, dangling in and missing beautifully. Nearly coming in close for an amazing goal that would have been his 13th of the season, but it would not happen there. This one gets forced out of the zone by the Knights, and the T-Birds hustling back to grab it as DeLucy plays this one off the wall, almost on the stick of Fleischauer, who is ready to connect with one of his receivers in line. He's got Campanola and Berde on the ice currently as this one goes for icing. Trying to bust his way back in the Knights zone, Andrew Snyder. And he takes a hard spill to the ice as offsides is called. Went ahead, flips this one back in the zone. But it got deflected off the glove of one of the Knights, and this benefits Grinelli, who dangles his way back in the zone, getting it across. Save made by Kirby. Rebound couldn't be found by Grinelli. His positioned down low. Got it back to the point. Another chance. This one redirected off a block in front, so it prevents the Knights from scoring. And Prang almost got that one to go, but he hit the iron. Rebound, kick, save. Another mesmerizing pad stop made by Shane Kirby to deny the Knights. Snyder shouldered off the puck right there, and he's met by two other KPC players defending the zone. This results in the Knights going back the other way. Prang got it almost onto the stick of Grinelli, who just misconnected from the feed given to him by Prang. Grinelli wheeling and dealing as Prang gets a chance, but it misfires going across inside the zone. And Grinelli has another chance. Stuffing in front! Oh, no! It went in! I thought Shane Kirby did the splits and stopped that one unbelievably, but instead it slipped through, and it's 2-0 KPC. Just how close? That close. And just like that, Billy Prang's younger brother, Brian, picks up Kings Park Commack's second goal of the night, and it's Prang's 13th of the season, which puts him now alone at second. Oh my goodness, Connor McGrain. And we'll see if the Knights can feed off of that energy, of that fantastic pad save by McGrain, was able to fend off the T-Birds, and there's coming in close for the goal as they trail by 2 in this contest. Popped ahead, and now the chase is on between Siegler and the back-checking DeLucy, who is able to hustle back and grab it. Now he pulls on the brakes, trying to escape from the clutches of the Knights. Back in the hands of Kemley, who tosses it right back to the T-Birds. And now it's Dylan Treco's turn to try to get something going for the T-Birds, as that chance just misfires for Mara. Hot off the bench, Ryan Fleischauer, able to absorb the hit thrown by one of the Knights. As KPC tries to forge ahead. Here they come. Almost making their way past the neutral zone as Lemza is able to set something up here. Possible 2-on-1. Let across! And it almost gets finished right there by Kings Park Commack. Hard charging, head full of steam, Mercado. Sets it back to Lenahan. Lenahan tosses this one on net. Deflection in front. And it couldn't be put home that time by either of the T-Birds parked in front. And the game remains 2-0. Verde. Here's Lemza. Spiking almost this one ahead as it got intercepted by the T-Birds. Campanola tried to set it in front and use some deception. Looked like from my vantage point. Here comes Salva trying to break in unhinged against the hard-charging, back-checking Esposito. Is that chance by Lemza trying to set something up, misconnected for him. Back at the point, another chance for the Knights score! And it slips through Shane Kirby. Similar to how Brian Prang scored, except this one comes from the top, and it's 3-0 Knights. Obviously not the start head coach John Marie was looking for out of his team tonight against this same Kings Park Commack team that the T-Birds ended up tying in overtime back on November 24th. Brunelli on the intercept, firing wide, rebound couldn't be found at the side of the net that time, but the Knights do remain in the zone. Brunelli. Nice maneuvering down low by Franco Justinich. Justinich. There he is again. Knights continuing to work the puck in the zone. Prang, rebound, score. Another one for Kings Park Commack, Tyler Granelli. Just as we expected, after the fourth goal of the game has been scored by Kings Park Commack, a timeout is called by head coach John Ree of the Connetquot Sayville Bayport's Blue Point Thunderbirds JV squad. You have to wonder, is a switch in net going to be made here? Tyler Granelli extending his dominant season to another day as he picks up his team-leading 17th of the year. And his points total now stands at 29. And if you're wondering, where is he positioned at the moment when it comes to the JV in 2021-2022 individual points race in the JV division? Well, look no further than to the standings, as both him and Michael Stitskin are right there neck and neck. But right now the race for that lucrative award, as a big save is made by Connor McGrain, who stops play. The race for that lucrative reward of finishing the year as the MVP is coming down between St. Chum's Thomas Konkowski, West Islips Kieran Pollard. And you could say that last and third player in that battle is a toss-up, because on one hand you have Anthony Pepe, who has just registered amazing numbers this year, entered tonight with 38 points under his belt, and after the win that East Islip went home with against Northport Huntington tonight, that number definitely accumulated by a lot. Right now it's Colin Calberer, one of the top points getters, right behind Konkowski with 46 points to Konkowski's 48. You have to wonder which one of those is going to win the MVP, and it may come down to those two right there, actually. You see some hard battling happening inside the T-Bird zone. So no switch made by head coach John Rhee. We'll see if the confidence in Shane Kirby to get the T-Birds back in the contest pays off for John Rhee, as right now his team trails by 4 goals. Have had many chances on net, but Connor McGrain has just been stellar in each of those opportunities that the T-Birds have gotten. Right now, the T-Birds are looking to instill some physicality and throw off the Knights from their dominant offensive game, because at the moment, Kings Park Commack has them where they want them. For Kings Park Commack, this is a team that definitely would love to have a victory against Connetquot Sayville for 2 reasons. Number one, this gives them this slight edge over the T-Birds, jumping ahead of them for 5th place in the standings. And number 2, it gives them some momentum going into the weekend where they can possibly overtake head coach Mark Sandback's St. Anthony's Gold squad, who stands with a record of 10-6. Here's Ryan Fleischauer, scores! Oh, baby! Snipe City! Ryan Fleischauer. The lead has now been cut to 3 as Connor McGrain's tremendous bid for a shutout has come to a close, courtesy of that tantalizing top shelf wrister by Connetquot Sayville Bayport's Blue Points, Ryan Fleischauer, for his team-leading 14th goal of the season, which stretches his points total to now 22. Behind him, just 2 back, is Matthew Campanola, his Royals teammate. Brunelli back in the zone. Another chance, save made by Kirby to nullify that chance against the Knights. Kemley throws this one back into the zone, and DeLucy got it onto the stick of Mercado. Mercado having trouble over there along the wall as Ryan Fleischauer has it again. Nearly squeaked his way by that time to another chance. as Granelli makes his way back in the zone, dangling in, but he got fought off right there that time by the T-Birds. Prang tries to muscle it back out in front to no avail. Prang continuing as the T-Birds try to take over, and they do. Coming in with a head full of steam, Matthew Campanola. Pad save made by McGrain. Rebound, nearly pinballing back in front. Another try. That one couldn't reach the stick of Treco as Campanola almost got it set up in front. Another try missed for the T-Birds. Knights covering up some ground. Granelli across. Knights score. Or no, it's not in. Now it is. Granelli scores another 5-1. The initial shot hit off the post as Shane Kirby miraculously dives across. To make yet another tremendous stop to keep the T-Birds in this one, who now are down by 4 again. As I mentioned before, Kevin Philippidis rang the initial shot off the iron, and everyone stopped momentarily as to say that they scored another. And when I mean everyone stopped, I mean both teams. The Knights were celebrating, and the T-Birds were ready to take the draw at center ice. And the only one who seemed aware that the play was not over was the man that put home the latest goal for the Knights. And most importantly, his second of the night, Tyler Granelli. Granelli now with a team-high 18 goals through 15 games played, and that number may grow to another with a lot of time left on the board for Granelli to pick up the hat trick. Salva taking charge again with Lemza. Lemza dancing. Lemza, backhander, misfiring. Lemza picks this up along the glass and takes it back in almost, wheeling and dealing his way to a goal. Verde sauces this one out of the zone, and it's going for icing. Right there, you saw the tail end of that crazy sequence. Which erupted inside the goal mouth where Shane Kirby still remains for the T-Birds. Trail by 4 after it seems like they were going to climb back miraculously after the goal by that man, Ryan Fleischauer, gave them some newfound energy. But at this very moment, it's the Knights who have continued to dominate this contest, keeping the T-Birds at bay, backed by tremendous goaltending from that man in net, Connor McGrain. Back the other way, first in the zone. Salva slamming on the brakes as he tries to create some separation. Salva dancing, got it across. Lemza muscled into the glass right there. This one gets angled ahead and it'll be carried in further. Snyder He's got Fleischauer along the wing. Fleischauer has to pull back, getting the shot off, and the pad save is made that time by McGrain, which will end the second. On to the third. 5-1 Knights. More minutes of hockey as the nightcap of this Wednesday evening of March 23rd of 2022 is reaching its climax. If there's one thing that needs to be noted, it's that you should not count out the T-Birds one bit. We saw what happened back on November 24th when it seemed like the Knights had it in the bag. The offense fought back and executed tremendously, backed by goals from Ryan Fleischauer and Jack Mercado. One could say it could come down to those two again. However, in all sports, it's team effort. If there's one thing about this T-Birds team is that they have talent all over the place. Whether it's on the offense, defense, or in net, this team is stacked to the max. Grinelli on the hunt for the hat trick, and he gets the shot off, stopped off the body of Kirby. The rebound couldn't be found in the back of the net that time by the Knights. Grinelli. Come the Knights again, back in the zone, another chance, and it goes right in the glove of Kirby, who makes the latest stop of the contest. Just misfired for KPC. We're able to pop this one out of harm's way. Or pardon me, the T-Birds were able to pop that one out of harm's way after the Knights misfired. Another chance, score. And that time it goes for Kevin Filipidis. The 6th of the year in his 14th game played for Mr. Kevin Filipidis. Amelia trying to skip this one ahead as Mercado races back and tries to fight off the pressure given to him by Amelia. Mercado Switching gears and turning up the juice. Mercado almost weaving his way through traffic as Martin plays this one off the glass, but back into the hands of Amelia. And Philippidis gets another chance. He's met at center ice right there, but first keeps the progress going towards the net. And the save is made that time by Kirby, but play continues. Kirby electing not to cover it up. Went ahead. Sauced that one ahead as Mercado tries to lean in and grab it from Lemza. His Long Island Rebels counterpart. As this one gets sauced out of harm's way by the Knights. Brent Burde. As Ethan heads off to the bench, Mercado tries to knife this one back ahead for the T-Birds, but it's Lemza carrying it back in. Lemza with a chance, and it just misfired. Salva lost it to that man Mercado. Mercado able to get by. Mercado denied by McGrain with the paddle of the stick. Connor McGrain able to successfully fend off Mercado. Mara spins one on goal, and just as he did to Mercado, McGrain makes another paddle stop, that time on Mara. Salva controlling. Salva tried to finagle his way into the zone as he was being hounded right there by the T-Birds. Have it again. Brent Burde on the punt. Burde in the zone. Burde splitting through the defense, but he got forced wide. Nearly jammed it out back in front to Campanola, but it couldn't connect that time. Ray trying to lead it back in front of Burde as he got pressured heavily by the Knights. Burde with it again on his stick. 10.5 to go. Swung across and now played on the stick of Esposito. Led ahead, but it goes back in the hands of the Knights as the feed connection couldn't be made for the T-Birds. Here comes Mara charging back in. Mara skates by one, gets to the net and almost beats McGrain to the punch that time. Led back in front. Esposito in the trailer. And he's denied by McGrain, who stops play. T-Birds not able to execute right there as the Knights get back in with a chance, but it skittered off the stick of DeLucy. But Grinelli gets down low as he tries to finish off the hat trick before this third period expires. Fleischauer with Treco on the wing, and he's denied that time by McGrain. And Grinelli gets back to it. Grinelli trying to stuff that one ahead to his intended target. Icing waved off here as DeLucy recollects it. T-Birds able to forge ahead. Treco on net, and the save is made again by McGrain, who holds up. Went ahead. On net, save made that time off the pad of McGrain. DeLucy being hounded right there by Prang as the Knights make their way back in the zone. Prang and Grinelli, those two dangerous together. Here's Prang. Already has one goal under his belt tonight as Fleischauer takes aim at the Knights for the T-Birds. Campanola couldn't connect on the feed attempt by Fleischauer, as this will go for icing. 8.5 remaining in regulation.
He restrained you. Oh, camp time? Yo, honestly, like, I'm gonna be straight. I didn't realize how good he actually is.
Cool.
Damn.
I know, he's lit.
He's one of the. He's legit.
Tie up on the draw. Martin got hounded right there as he tries to set something up in front. Everyone jousting inside the goal mouth, trying to get it home for the T-Birds.
Well, he's mic overpowered.
But Rain once again able to stave off the aggressive forechecking shown by this
The mother? Yeah. I don't know what she looks like.
T-Birds team.
Oh,
Who have struggled immensely here tonight. Here's Siegler back the other way, being hounded aggressively by Mercado, as Mercado is able to cover up some ground. We'll see if the T-Birds can benefit off of that good effort by Mercado. A chance from distance, denied right there off the glove of McGrain. Rebound, back in front. Snyder couldn't put it home. Another stop registered by McGrain.
Sign up for the KPC thing.
Verde knifes this one down low to his brother Ethan. Brent trying to close the gap and keep it in the zone, but it's the Knights who find a way to get close to the goal. Score!
I heard you.
Sean Richardson going on a crash course as he puts home his second of the season. Another chance, and that time the save is made beautifully by Shane Kirby. 7.5 to go. Another chance, Kemley denied that time. This results in a possible 2-on-1 chance for the T-Birds. That one couldn't be connected right there by Connetquot Sayville's offense. Went back in front, but it couldn't get put home, and this is a chance the other way. Salva in, breakaway, denied! Shane Kirby with yet another highlight reel save.
I know. He's the only reason why. Yeah.
Despite the 6 goals that have got the best of him, Shane Kirby has been all over the place, making some fabulous stops. And the Knights score another one. That time, it's Jack Salva who capitalizes for the relentless Knights offense. It's Salva's 13th of the season. Both him and Prang tied up for the second most goals on this Knights JV squad. Jack Mercado firing that chance right in the body of Rain.
No, because I fully charged. I was charging him before. I should have.
What about Trey? I like Trey.
Campanola. Fleischauer controlling. Tried to dish it down low to Campanola as the Knights are able to keep the T-Birds at bay for the time being. Mercado got away from Salva. So now the Knights regroup. Sauce the head onto the stick of Lemza, or so I thought. Jesse Lemza went off sides, and
It's coming out now.
you can see how much Jack Salva wanted that connection to happen.
88 black helmet.
Would have been miraculously done. As you can hear the puck hit
Yeah, he's good.
the tape of the stick of Lemza, who, if he was just a little
There's no more last
bit
chance.
far
This is- that was his
behind
last
the
chance.
blue line, he would have been
Yeah.
getting his way to a goal. Brian Prang nearly dancing his way to his second of the night, as KPC gets another chance back in front, but that time it couldn't be finished home by Prang. Here's another opportunity for Campanola and the T-Birds. Now Mercado gets a hold of it. Mercado controlling. Saucing this one off the glove of McGrain
Yeah.
as Prang controls it.
It's very quiet for an 8-1 game.
Sauce the head again. This time it's connected by the Knights. Granelli waiting for the feed, and he is one of
Hang on. Here we go.
the many players in this building tonight who wants to get another goal. Another big stop as McGrain shuts the door on the T-Birds. Another chance, another stop by McGrain.
Good try. Yeah, I love when they do that. They do it for every trade and everything. This is like a dolphin emotion. That's effort, though. That's good.
Brett Burde able to get that one down low to Martin. Martin being hounded right there along the boards. That one almost got stashed in front, but it's the Knights who cleared this one back down in the T-Bird zone. Icing waved off as Burde recollects it.
Do you hear them? Do you hear them?
Steal made right there by Burde,
7 goals.
but then it's taken back by the hard charging Richardson. Richardson on the hunt for another one.
They're gonna win.
Richardson
They're
back
my
to
pick.
Kemley on target, and he's stopped by Kirby.
Yeah, this year. Yeah, but their varsity team is gonna win. Maybe. I know that. They're too low.
All I know is that West Side still even goes to the dance. I get crap.
The final.
Yeah, I know.
Tie up on the draw as Amelia went down. He's back up on his feet as Kemley tosses this one in deep.
Yeah.
Ethan Burde slamming this one off the wall as it's kept alive by Philippides. And now Richardson gets a chance, and that one got blocked off the body in front by either one of Burde or Amelia. Icing waved off here.
We throwing pretzels in the stands for you guys. Come on, come on.
Amelia back in the zone. He's got Siegler along the wing with a touch chance, and that one got stopped that time by Kirby again. He has made a multitude of stops. Jesse Lemzo looked like he was going to try to pick that one up on his blade and go for the old lacrosse maneuver, but instead he got canceled out by the T-Birds. Play is stopped again. There's definitely going to be a change in scenery, that's for sure, by the time this one ends in the JV Division playoff race.
Tomato, tomato.
It seems like Connetquot Sayville had the edge going into this one, coming in with a red-hot 5-game winning streak, which has propelled them to 5th in the standings, with the playoffs looming. But
That's it.
the dominance that the T-Birds have shown the last couple of weeks has not been showcased here tonight, as Kings Park Commack has dominated this game from beginning to end. Lacrosse maneuver almost succeeding right there. The rebound by Seagor gets stopped, and he's denied twice by that man, Shane Kirby. And you can see by the reaction of Jack Salva, he wanted that one so badly. And who wouldn't want to score a lacrosse-style goal in a real hockey game? I think that's every kid's dream. One of the dreams of many of these players is scoring a stupendous goal. Obviously, with the score not paramount for the time being, it's the best opportunity to get one of those type of goals under your belt. And there you see Salva positioned behind the net, waiting for the feed to come to him so he can try to execute that magical maneuver. And even if he doesn't, he'll still go home happy knowing that A, his team got the victory, and B, he contributed in a good way by picking up a goal. Here's Salva again. Couldn't execute that time as Lemza got hounded right there by the T-Birds. Final 50 seconds have been reached. Turnaround try in front. That one got jabbed away that time by Kirby. Fleischauer couldn't get a hold of the feed coming to him from Esposito as the Knights once again find the zone. Kings Park Commack. Half a minute to go. Half a minute away from win number 10. And that will pay major dividends for them when this is all said and done. Final seconds of the contest, and that's it. Kings Park Commack, win number 10 as they gear up for the playoffs and move past Connetquot, Sayville, Bayport's Blue Point in the standings.
There he is. Come on now. Michael, don't go off flyer yet.
And an amazing night for that fella right there. Everyone loves Lucien. Who doesn't love Lucien? And there's one person or one thing that is more proud of his team than anyone. It's that four-legged friend right there. What a good boy, Lucien. Him and his teammates will head home with a big victory under their belts as they defeat the T-Birds, move past Connetquot Sayville in the JV standings, and most importantly, they are now tied alongside East Islip for 4th place, heading towards the playoffs. And that does it here for tonight's Mike Calandra, Vinny Matula, Nick Quinn, Dylan Flynn. See you all next time right here at the rinks.